When seconds counts, count on MASA. That was the advice of Malcolm Tom, who survived his premature birth 13 years ago because his mom, Lorna Tom, was a member of the Medical Air Services Association, or MASA.
I am a testimony.
So what would you say to moms out there and dads out there who probably don't have MASA?
When second counts, count on MASA.
The 40-year-old Medical Air Services Association launched its inaugural air ambulance services at the Virgin Gorda Airport on October 7th. Dusty Cook, Transport Director at MASA, said his Texas-based company is committed to offer its trusted medical emergency air ambulance service for the Virgin Gorda community.
And we have the capability of 20 years of providing that service all throughout the Caribbean. So moving your patients is what our policy is going to do for them, upgrade them. And then in addition to that, we're going to get them back to Virgin Gorda after that. In addition to that, if they fly commercially, let's say into Miami or Washington, D.C., and receive medical care, we're going to pay for the commercial flights for them also. So it's a policy that covers all medical transportations.
Virgin Gorda's District Officer Vern Wheatley welcomed the launch of MASA service on the island. He says the availability of medical emergency airlift is not only important for residents, but also visitors.
Medical emergency occur anytime to anyone. You can be in the best of health, you can get run down. That's how important it is. And to think about being on a small island, you're in a small community, it's a handful of medical technicians around, but what's most important, you have information and access to mobility, which is the key word in medical emergency now. You need to get out and get from wherever you are immediately. And bear in mind, we are a tourism destination. Don't think medical emergency for ourselves. It's not so at all. We have people visiting every day, going and coming. Something too can happen to them. Again, how do we handle it? Where do we take it from there? Is equally important as promoting tourism.
For Lorna Tom, her son Malcolm Tom would not have survived his premature arrival into this world had it not been for MASA. Maurice Merchant, a lecturer at HLSCC, also shared his life testimonial recounting MASA life-saving services. But how quickly can MASA respond to persons on Virgin Gorda in need of emergency medical airlift? Tron Ostang is owner and president of the USVI-based Island Airlines Air Ambulance.
From the time I get the call, we get the crew together and we get the medical team together to come over here. So for our response out of St. Croix, it's usually about 45 minutes to get everybody together, and it's about 20 minutes flying time. And then to go back to St. Croix or St. Thomas, all depends on where the patient needs to go. But if the patient goes to Puerto Rico, we can fly here direct to Puerto Rico. Okay, that's another half-an-hour flight. So the biggest thing we are saying is to get the paperwork together from the hospital here for us to respond faster. That's the biggest hiccup we see. So the faster we get on MASA get the information from the hospital, the faster we can respond.
Right.
In addition to offering its services in numerous states across mainland USA, MASA serves a number of government and workers' associations throughout the Caribbean.